Hi. Hello and welcome to the stream. Um, yeah, so hi, welcome. I'm just gonna go and put this. I'm just gonna put this. I'm just gonna hide my bottom. I'm not appropriately dressed to be broadcasting on the internet. So, I just do my top half dressed and then the bottom half not. Oh yeah. Book naked. So welcome to the stream. I do this broadcast every Thursday evening at 8:30 UK time. So I speak about non-duality, and then I ask or open it for questions to be asked. And to ask questions, you have to first of all friend me on Skype, and then you can either write a question to me or you can ask to call in or for me to call you again through Skype. So yeah, you can do that now, and then I can respond after the introduction. And the introduction is always new, it's always unknown, it's always not planned or thought about beforehand. Lava lamp distraction. Gonna turn that off. And so yeah, so I'll do that, and then you can ask questions if there are any to be asked at the end. So I try to aim for about an hour. Usually it's about an hour. I do this broadcast. And I've been out today, so I'm very tired. I've been to a forest school, so in the woods and in this or near the stream, and so this will probably be an hour maximum. But who knows? I could go on longer if there's the energy to. I've had a head cold as well all week, so I'm recovering from that too. So I couldn't, it just came, the title, so it's a jokey kind of title. So I have no prompt to base the talk upon. Well, that's so satisfying. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. What to say? So I'll say, what is non-duality? What is non-duality? That's always a good starting point. What are these talks about? Imagining somebody asking, what are these talks about, Rebekah? What are these talks about? What is non-duality? What is not to? And I would say, look, Bob, look, Jane, take a seat. Sit down for this one. Being silly. This is a shocker. This is a shocker. Oh, it's so beautiful. So what is being spoken about? What is being spoken about is something that is pre-verbal, something that is beyond speaking about it. It's something that a child knows, but they don't know it in the mind, in the brain, intellectually, in thoughts, in language, but it just is known, or it just is. It just is pre-language, pre-birth of anything, pre-birth of the body, pre-birth of thought, pre-birth. Is that even the word? Pre-birth. Pre-birth of feelings. Did I say feelings? Pre-birth of a dogma, religion, pre-birth of everything. Pre-birth of everything. Pre-birth of knowing. Pre-birth of awareness. Pre-birth of cognition, perception. It is and isn't. And that to me is the joy. That to me is the freedom. That to me is the could call it happiness, but I don't mean it as in being happy. I mean it as in just the joy of being, which doesn't look like necessarily joy or any emotion or any feeling, but it's just the joy of that, the joy of existence. And the joy of not existence as well. So that's not something that can be taken into a story. So the story of I've been to a forest school this afternoon, this morning, all day really, can't be, isn't, it is not, what's being spoken about isn't dependent upon what stories are told or what experiences appear. So this is like fundamental reality. Before stories, before conception. This is talking about that which is pre-appearance, that which is non-existent in forms, in experience, in flow. And therefore it can't be taken into a story of appearances, of flows, of movement, of dreams. And yet all those movement, appearances, flows are made out of it. So this is not a thing seeming to happen. This is non-existence existing. This is not form appearing as form. You can't have form without not a non-form. Form is non-form. You can't have one without the other. They go together. There isn't two. Form is no form. And no form is form. So what does that mean then for that story, for that dream of someone, that story of someone? Well, in a way, it means nothing. It means nothing for that dream story. So in one way, it means nothing. And then, as paradoxical as this is, it means everything. It means everything as well. Because if this form, this seeming form, this seeming flow, this seeming movement, this seeming appearance is non-form, then it means everything. It means this seeming form, this seeming dream isn't really true. It's like air, it's not true. You can't grasp hold of it. That means it doesn't exist. So it seems to be real, it seems to be appearing, but it has no, if it actually is not form, then it has no actual substance to it. Like in a dream, it seems to be appearing, it seems to be happening, and there's no denying of that appearance, that life happens, emotions happen, thoughts happen, experiences happen, pain and pleasure happens. It's not a denial of anything, totally everything. But what it's then saying is, if everything is not a thing, if everything isn't real, the way it seems to be when it's coming through the mind, identified mind, then this is freedom. Then there can be a relaxing, because it's not real. It's not a reality. So in that way, it means everything. It feels annoying here in my eye. It's a curled eyelash or something. So I guess this is what is being spoken about. This this wholeness, this wholeness. Okay. Let's see if there's any questions. Oops. So you're free to message me now on Skype. I am online. I'm active on Skype, so feel free to message. I felt a bit of tiredness appear. That drop. I felt the drop in my head, so you're free to ask questions now. Also, I'm going to be doing a live Zoom. I think I put next week. I think, yeah, next Sunday, Saturday. I think it was a Saturday. No, it's Sunday. Sunday. Yeah. So, but if you prefer a different time, apparently I'm doing it too early. If you prefer a different time, then I'm saying 10 a.m. UK time. If you prefer a later time, I can amend that to a later time. But please let me know in advance. I can amend it on the website and announce on Facebook a different time. So for now it's 10 a.m. But let me know if people want a later time for the people who live, different parts of the globe. Hi, Bert. As far as I know, most people who come to enlightenment lose their bodies because their brain cells are destroyed by shock. Oh wow. I can relate to the brain cells being destroyed. Yeah. But I've had 2 kids too, so it affects the memory as well, having kids. Sadhguru said that his wife, after some yoga training, also left the body on purpose. This happens to many. However, Sadhguru says it's better to stop at some limit and help the others here. Then when there's time for physical death comes, enlightenment will come naturally. If this is true, then you can come to real liberation in practice. Just not everyone will be able to keep the body in function. Interesting. I think the body definitely can change. It can change immensely. I'm sure in some humans there's been a drastic change of the body. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that happens. Yeah, I don't know about stopping at some limit to help others. That either happens or it doesn't happen. I don't think, I don't feel here at least that's that could appear, the feeling or the idea to stop here and help others. I'm sure that can appear, but that's not really what I'm speaking about. If that happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's kind of irrelevant, really. That's not what's being spoken about. But yeah, I'm sure that can happen. But I think like you've put here, like if it's true, then you can come to real liberation in practice. Just not everyone will be able to keep the body in function. That doesn't seem to be a choice. Like what's being pointed out is that there isn't somebody who's choosing. So there isn't someone choosing what thoughts appear or what actions or what feelings appear. It's all happening. It's all happening. You could say out of nothing, but it's just happening. It's just appearing. And there isn't someone that can have that choice, that option. And that seems to be the confusion, the miss, like the the happening that happens in humans, this kind of strange thing of feeling as if you exist, you are a chooser. Identification happens where it feels as if there's this sense of being the chooser. So you choose the thinking. You are in the center of everything. You choose, you think, you feel, you do, you have choice. And that whole thing is an illusion. It's not true. It's not true. Doesn't mean thoughts don't sound as if that's true. Thoughts say thoughts say I want to go to bed now, or I want to eat a burger now. That's still the way it appears, but this this dream happens where it let's just say that everything or nothing seems to contract into limitation, and it feels as if that's someone independent, and that someone is living, and therefore can choose to keep going or not keep going, or can choose to listen to someone or not listen to someone. It can choose to do or not do a practice. That's never been true. That's never been true. That seeming chooser isn't someone. It's not a real person. So it could say it's the illusion of choice. Or the functioning of choice, but there's no chooser. There's life happening. There's life choosing. And there's no one in the background or above writing it in. It's just happening. It's just happening. What a mystery. What a mystery. And there's this pretense that happens in society that is true, and we are people in the body. You learn it from a young age. You have to pretend, oh, okay, I'm someone in here, and it becomes so natural. It becomes so like just the way it is. It begins to feel really real and really true. This restraint, this constriction, that's the word, constriction. And then begins the seeking to end that constriction. And it feels as if pleasure ends that constriction. And there's pleasure, there's this open expansiveness, there's this natural joy of being. So we assume then pleasure has caused that release. And so we hunt it again for the next hit of pleasure, for the next release of that constriction, or the next numbing of the constriction. Thank you, Bert. Thank you, Bert. Hi, Lucas.
Hello.
Hi.
Good sound?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, good to see you. So, one thing, I have question.
Yeah.
Because you say hour, you say so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and some speakers says there is no enlightenment.
Okay.
Yeah, but my question is, if there is this word enlightenment,
Yeah.
what is actually mean to you? What's your definition in a few words?
Okay.
Because you man is speaking. What is your yes, that's my question.
What's enlightenment?
Yeah, what's it's for you or
Yeah.
for...
Yeah. It's a word that's commonly used in spiritual communities, enlightenment, and I'm not sure I use it that much. I don't think. But I think like the image that comes up of enlightenment is when I've heard it or when I hear it, like a light or something, a light around the body, and like a not floating or a, like enlightenment. That's the way the mind interprets it. But that's not what I would call enlightenment. It's actually that's kind of seems more far away from what I would say it is now. Actually, it's not light and floaty, and I kind of that picture of it isn't matching anymore. It's more it's more earthy, like it's more earthy, and it's not special or floaty up there. It's kind of earthy, and it's empty. It's empty. It's this. It's full. It's this. It's this. But it's not something like enlightenment. You could see it as like a personal attainment. So it's about me getting enlightened, me having this thing about the person or the human. Whereas it doesn't feel like that anymore. It's more like it's the absence of someone, the absence of a center point. So it's just everything. It's just not a thing. So it's not about a person or a human. It's completely impersonal, actually. That's the way that I would describe it. It's not a personal thing or a human thing.
Yeah, not about person. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Or even the human. It's not about the body either. It's something beyond that.
Yeah. So.
Not just not beyond that as in like it's something beyond that. I mean beyond that as in it's not limited like that. It's not like that. It's beyond that. It's beyond that dream, that beyond the mental dream.
Okay. So, yes. Okay. Thanks. And one of my thoughts after what you're saying, because I also sometimes talking to people about duality, and you said there is no chooser, life is choosing.
Sorry, there's no what? Sorry.
You said there is no chooser, life is choosing.
Can't hear that word. There isn't no true.
You said there is no chooser.
Chooser.
Yeah.
Chooser. Sorry.
But you said life is choosing, and I don't think there is thoughts.
Yeah.
About my maybe philosophy, I don't know how to say.
Yeah.
There is no possibility to choose something, because you going all in every second the best way, just the best way. Something like the even if the life choosing without us, it's only illusion of choosing. It's just something like flow. How do you feel about this? What I said?
I can't see how it differs to what I was saying. You're saying that I said something different. I'm not sure what you mean. So yeah, there's no chooser. Yeah, there's no chooser.
Yeah. Not chooser, but I think like the life itself also don't choose. This is my view. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there is no chooser. Yeah, life is happening, appearing the way it appears, and there's no one who can choose it to happen any other way than the way it happens.
Yeah. But not only for me. It's not only no one, but nothing also.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is what I said.
Am I missing what you're trying to get to? Do you have more? Hasn't it hit something? You feel like you're not sure. Have I heard you correctly, or have I not understood something? I can't see the issue or the conflict in what you're saying.
Sorry, but I need 2 seconds or 3. Issue. What is the issue?
I meant like you felt a bit like there was no like I didn't hit something, or you're missing something, or didn't agree with something, or come on, spill it.
Dictionary now.
Yeah.
Now I know what this issue is.
Yeah, like something still in you is not like you feel a bit like something's not been clarified or lined up or something.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a few words about your view, my view, because I feel everything is okay.
Yeah.
in every moment. I am deep in this.
Thing is that, yeah, but I'm not really talking about a view. It's not really a view. It's not a view.
Yeah. So you said most important is to be behind the person. So
it's important to be behind the person.
I don't know, but for me the word like view or point of view is always useful because even if there is no person, this is also some kind of view without person.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I've said before, but I don't feel it's a view. Like it's an opinion or a I don't know. It's just speaking coming out.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the language is like a learnt language, but it's speaking about something that can't be spoken about. That isn't a cop out. I'm just trying to say it's not something like you can ever touch or talk about, really. But the words come out to try to, or the words come out pointing to something, describing something, and obviously we have brains. The brain's going to interpret and try to make sense of language, of words, but that's not gonna ever be sorted out in the intellect. That you can't line it up in the intellect. Even when you do, it's not gonna last. It's gonna change again because it isn't about a static opinion or a view or it's not a teaching like that. That it like set in a certain logical way. So yeah. What's being pointed to is like it's right here. So it doesn't really need the mind or the intellect to understand it or to try and iron it out.
Yeah,
it's something beyond the concepts, beyond the ideas being communicated. Like the words are just the words. Just someone says, I think it was Tony, they're just an excuse to be together. The talking is not really about that. It's not about the concepts, the descriptions in language. They're just there just to, as humans, we talk, we communicate through language, but it's beyond that. It's beyond the concepts, beyond the ideas, beyond the descriptions, understandings of it.
Yeah, now you remind me is something very important, because I always hearing some teachings, and the words for teachings, words is always never something very important. And last time I think that I found some big value in words after all, but actually words is there was, I don't know, born from this. So this is something bigger.
Yeah. Words are just they're just a part of this. They're functioning, their appearance.
Yeah. It's good,
but they don't mean anything really.
Yeah, maybe
they mean what thoughts say they mean.
Yeah, maybe it's good sometimes to clean for short time the words.
Yeah, but words aren't really the problem. They aren't the problem. They aren't the problem.
Nothing is a problem.
No. No.
Yeah. Don't you think sometimes some kind of meaning of enlightenment is to see that nothing is problem?
Depends who you ask, I suppose. But I wouldn't say it like that. It's not about you seeing that there is no problem. It's a dying or a disappearance of an illusion that seems to appear.
Okay, so I think that's it.
Well, thank you so much for calling, Lucas. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you too for being here, because another time I feel better because of your stream. I feel like I'm not like today I'm without energy, but it's good to speak to you in all the days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, so thank you. Have a good all days.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks.
So bye.
Bye. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so maybe that is, there's no more questions, so maybe a good time to end. So thanks for joining. Yeah, have a wonderful week, and I'm back on Thursday. So okay, bye.